Hey, Phil, I'm going down to the warehouse to pick up some more records, man. Do you need anything?
What? No, I'm good, man. I don't know. Just be careful. If you're going down to the warehouse, they got a new forklift. Don't be playing around on the forklift, okay?
Oh, for real? Man, I love forklifts, man. I love to just do
I'm
donuts.
serious, Neil. Don't play around on that forklift. I'm telling you. I'm warning you.
Hey, come on.
Yo, what's up? Look at this forklift, man. I can't wait to take a ride around the
Whoa,
warehouse.
whoa, whoa. What you're not finna do is just jump on me like I'm some type of lawnmower or something. I need to see that certificate or something, man.
I don't have certification. I mean, what is that, a dad joke on me? Because I wear...
Nah, I'm not even trying to hear all that. I'm trying to have you not put your greasy hands all over me with your basement dwelling self. Who sent you? I don't even understand what's going on right now.
Nobody sent me. My hands are a little bit greasy. Don't worry. You know, I've just been snacking in the basement. It's not a problem. I mean,
Hold up. I just need you to understand something. I'm at the end of an 8-hour shift, and you're just going to come walking into this store like everything is okie doke, thinking that you can do what you want and you run things here.
Okay, that's understandable, but that's not where I'm coming from. I'm just
Listen, I'm going to need you to take that Cheeto dust out of your beard before you talk to me directly.
I'm sorry. It's Doritos. It's nacho cheese. You know what I'm saying?
Can somebody please come collect this little head-ass boy? I cannot deal with this. I can't deal with it.
When did my head get little? I thought I had a big head, but look.
I need an employee. Guard, come get this man. Please come collect this man. I cannot deal with this. Come collect him. Come get him out of my face. Come get him out of my face.
I'm sorry. Don't call any guards, man. I don't need to go.
What I need you to do is take your little happy rabbit ass right back to where you came from. Get out of here. Don't come back. I don't need this shit. I don't need it.
Wow. It's like that. I really just can't just go around the warehouse.
Look at this dude. What are you wearing on your feet, bro? What are you wearing on your feet? What are those?
That's my feet. That's my actual feet.
I need you to not touch me with those feet. Do not put your feet all over my pedals. I do not want you on me.
I'm sorry. I didn't trim my toenails before I was going to take a forklift ride.
Even if you was certified, I say you're not certified, so step off. You're not coming on.
I'm not certified, but I promise you, I can drive this forklift.
I know you got something else to do. You're here. You need to not be. You're in my business. I'm not in yours. Why can't you just walk away from the situation? I don't understand. It's about to get ugly in here.
I can walk away. Are you sure? I just can't go one time
Not
around
now, Chief. I'm in the zone. I need you to go. I need you to leave. Step off. Just go away.
Right.
Just step off. Just
all right.
Coming to you live from the most you're approaching me corner of the internet, it's Late Night with Chill Neil. Tonight, Wednesday, March 3rd, we have CEO of Black Men Don't Cheat and owner-operator at Black Cloud, Jordan Joestar. And stand-up comedian and admin behind Cajun Memes, John Merrifield. With special musical guests, Chill Neil and Tapeworm. Now, here's your host, Chill Neil.
Welcome everybody to another night of Late Night with Chill Neil. I'm so excited to have you. It's gonna be a fantastic show. We got so many things lined up for you. Two amazing guests that I've followed for a long time. I admire. I think they're hilarious. To get to speak to them on the show tonight is just gonna be, I don't know, something I've been looking forward to for a while. But before we get right into it, I want to reach out and see how the chat's doing. How are you guys doing out there? I see WM. I see Comics Misexplained. Jason, what's up? Lisa, what's up? That's my feet. That's my actual feet. Yes, I mean, that was a little bit embarrassing because I have not been doing any foot care. The forklift was not really kind to me about my feet, but hey, that's my feet. I also wanted to shout out something that I talked about last week, but it hasn't happened yet, is my friend Will is going to be doing a new episode of his show called Wrestling with Will, and I would like y'all to check it out. He is extremely knowledgeable about wrestling. He's got his own podcast he's been doing for like 15 years or something, and it was just crazy to hear that our producer Phil was going to be on the show. So I want y'all to check that out. It's probably coming out later this week. Anyway, I'm ready to welcome the first guest to the show, and something that I just gotta let the chat know. It's about to be Jordan's birthday in about an hour and a half, his time. So y'all gotta go ahead and shout him out, roast him in the chat if you're really good friends with him. But let's welcome our first guest, Jordan Joestar. Welcome to the show.
What's
How are you
going
doing this
on?
evening?
What's going on, man? My forehead is gleaming. What's going on?
That's why I have the highlights. I always have nerves before this show because I'm always so excited to do it. But I'm extremely excited to have you here. I like to start with the important questions. Well, actually, I do want to wish you a happy birthday. That's very important to me.
I can't
I
believe
know I'm a little bit early, but I hope you have a nice day tomorrow.
See,
But I do want to I want to hit on some important questions right out the bat. I want to know, did you ever find out why the fuck coochie costs $40?
inflation.
Inflation?
You know, after the stock market crash of last year, things never got back on track after the coronavirus made everything go down. Price of coochie remained $40. I don't understand. So as long as it doesn't go up to 80, I think we're fine.
Something that was very exciting to me is that I just recently got my Cloudblack joggers, if y'all can see. And I was surprised to see that they're on sale right now for $36. So for even less than coochie, you could
have a nice fit for less than coochie. I mean, and it lasts longer too.
It would last much longer. These things have kept me
longer.
so warm for more than I could ask for $40. I'll say that much. Well, I know you do a lot of things, Jordan. I've seen your musical, your comedic, I've just learned this week that you have the acting under your belt, but the through line on this show is always just that I met a lot of people through making memes. And so I'm going to throw some of your memes up on the screen just so people can see. But I'm just curious, like, how did you get into the world of making memes and shit posting and all that?
You know what? It wasn't even like intentional. This is something I and at first I just thought it was like outrageous. Like, I'm just gonna post this outrageous shit and nobody's gonna pay me any mind. And then people started paying mind, and then, you know, getting invited to closed Facebook groups and things like that. And all of a sudden you have 5,000 Facebook friends who either love to hate you or kind of like you. So there's, you know, a slight in between.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, I've seen it all, but I love you, period. Not a lot of hate, but I could see where the outrage could come from some people, because you're very good at pushing the buttons. I love to see the posts. Some of them are just so expertly designed. I mean, do you only post from, this is something I want to ask you about, because I was surprised when I saw that Jordan Joestar is not like an alternate account for you. That's your account,
That's
right?
my family account.
And that's crazy to me.
Account. Like, yeah, like, you'll see pictures of my kids. You'll see my mom. Like, you know, my mom blocked me. Like, I think I blocked her. I did her the favor, because, like, even now with, like, the business and stuff, like, my mom's kind of, you know, she's a Christian, so she's like, hey, you don't think your imagery is kind of dark there? So the only thing that we're friends on is, like, the Cloudblack Instagram page, because I am not allowed to interact with the public on that page. So, yeah, she's good.
You have good PR people in your corner then. They're taking care of, I mean, because the darker the shit posting stuff does actually feed the business as well. I'm sure. I mean, it connects.
It does. Like, I remember one time I did promo code PissMario031 or something like that, and it did numbers. It did all right. So
can we reactivate that for tonight's show? Would that be possible?
You know what? I am gonna, after I get off with you. You know what? I'm gonna have that done right now. I'm gonna reactivate code PissMario031 for another 10% off.
Absolutely epic. We've got our first coupon code, which, you know, it kind of leads me, I'm not quite ready to get there yet, but I do want to talk about Cloudblack, because I think it's been amazing to see the response, the internet community, you know, the people that have been on this show have really been repping the brand hard, and it's exciting to see that. But I know that you work on this brand not just on your own. You have a partnership, a creative partnership, as well as your romantic partner. How do y'all handle a business, creative, all that together, you know?
honestly, she was an artist first. So it's more like, okay, you do this thing and I do my thing. And then after a while, it was like, hey, I'm going to start this clothing line. And I'm going to be featuring artists from all over the world. Like the cat print was done by some guy, Dede, that works or lives in like the jungles of Indonesia. He like lives out there.
God
and
damn.
So I like scour the internet looking for these artists. And then she was like, hey, like, I can do this too. And at first it wasn't like, okay, no problem. Just watch me do it. But then it was like, okay, wow, no, this is totally, because I like mentioned something like off, and she was like, I'll do that. And she drew the Tsukiyomi print. And I was like, well, this is going to work. And then it just kind of happened naturally. So it wasn't like taxing or anything. Like sometimes it's like, hey, did you post that on the Instagram yet? Oh, okay. Well, maybe if you feel like it, you should do that. Certain little things, but it's never anything. Like
So y'all have an organic already flow going, and it just kind of fell into that for Cloudblack.
Yes.
Is that?
Yes. And she became like the main artist. I did not even have her. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I did not have her art in mind when I started. But then as watching her go, it was like, okay, well, you want some too? And then we just started doing it together. And
Revelations. I love to hear it.
And so I'm not going to say I'm not the neatest person. I have heavy hands. So I rip and tear things really easy. So like with the packing orders and things like that, like she's like, please leave me alone. Don't touch this stuff. I'm going to do it. Just pay for it. The mail, make sure to come for the mail, the other stuff. But as far as like being careful with orders and putting the tags on things, like that's all her. And she's great. It's just very cohesive.
That makes sense to me because honestly, I mean, one thing that I love about following both of y'all on the internet is you have such different, individually y'all have such different internet presences, but it's fascinating to see it together. Like, let me see. There was something that y'all posted recently. It was an anniversary gift, I think.
Yeah. It was either anniversary or Valentine's. It's right around there. So
Let's see if we can get the. Okay, so yeah, this is a beautiful bracelet that you've gotten. And then the card.
I made somebody type that.
And in case y'all can't see, it says, "Let me see that booty hole." Is that correct?
That's correct. That is correct.
Amazing to me. Well, I mean, I love that y'all have this dynamic of being very, knowing you, Jordan, and then knowing Amelia. It's like she can post some very wholesome stuff, and then you still keep coming with the same approach. I was wondering if you could help us, maybe if we wanted to have that approach with some romantic gifts, maybe you could help us mark up some gifts, the card that they might get with that gift. Would you be up for that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Well, let's give it a try. First up, I've got something prepared. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so I think this is a dozen roses, and the card, completely blank. If you were going to recommend something, it says, "Let me see the booty hole." We'll clear that out. If you would recommend something for this gift, what would you have in mind?
It'd be dope if you let me see those milkers.
Let's get it up here. It would be dope if you let me see those milkers. It's going to be too long. We'll shrink it down real quick. But yeah, that's beautiful. I think
Right?
that makes sense.
That's
I
from
think
the
you could
heart.
definitely
Like,
seal the
I
deal.
didn't even have to think about it.
I can tell how naturally. All right, guys, I hope you're taking notes here. This could be very important next time that you're ready to pick up some flowers for your significant other. I shouldn't have said, guys. Anybody out there, if you're picking up flowers for your significant other, this is important information. Let's see what else we have. I think we got a couple more. What is this one? Okay, wow.
Oh,
this
wow.
is a diamond
That's big.
necklace.
You got to go big
That's
for that one.
28K diamonds. I think it's valued at $18,000 right there. What would you say if you delivered a gift like this?
I'm trying to look in your
significant.
eyes like Nala looked at Simba.
Okay. Wow. Taking it straight to the Lion King. I'm trying to look into your eyes like Who was it again? I
Nala
don't know
looked
the
at Simba.
All right, wow. I love how that you could spend that much money and then keep it keep it this simple. Well, we do have one more. I do think this one will be the twist. Let's see what we have here. This one right here. Okay, wow, that is a jewel encrusted butt plug. It's got the crown and it says juicy on it.
Okay.
I mean, this is a different kind of gift.
No,
right
that's
here.
understandable. That's you right. You say I can't wait to meet your grandma.
This is fantastic. That was really what we've been waiting for right there. I can't wait to meet your grandma. I'm sorry, I'm dying. All right, yeah, I really think this is the one, y'all. If you haven't pulled this move yet, you know what to do. Go. I think you can find these on Etsy. The jewel encrusted butt plug, very classy. All right, Jordan, thank you very much for trying out a game. This is the first time we've ever done that.
No, that was
Romantic gift
wonderful.
cards.
I'm glad. I'm happy to have partook.
Well, something I really wanted to ask you about, because I'm on the outside of the world of anime. You know, like I know your name
I
on
love
Facebook.
anime. I love
Jordan
anime.
Joestar is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Is that correct?
That's correct. That is correct.
So I only ever watched Dragon Ball Z growing up, and that was because it came on like after school,
yeah.
and you know, that was all I got. But for somebody on the outside like me that just sees their friends enjoying it, where would you point someone to get into it, to really get the experience you would want them to they would never look back?
See, I got into anime much late. I didn't get into anime until I hit like 30. Like, yeah, I was not into it. Like, and then my brother is really into it. And so I wanted to have something, because we lived very different lives, like separately. You know, he's like 12 years, but as he was like growing into a teenager, he really liked anime. And so I was trying to connect with him. And so I started watching anime with him. And I'm like, you know what? This shit is dope. Like this boy turns into a 9-tailed fox and annihilates things. Like that happens. This is real cartoons. Like, what have I been watching all this time? And then it was kind of like, okay. And the thing that does it for me is the adult themes. Is like, anime 9 times out of 10 is absolutely not for children. And the writing, you can find a character that you find relatable, because there's 100 characters per anime. But I digress. I don't want to tell you to start with Naruto. I think that was the long road to telling you to start with Naruto without having to tell you. Because I know somebody out there is like, they knew it was coming. They knew Naruto was coming.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen memes, so many memes Naruto based. I mean, that to me is the way that I know anything about anime at this point, is just from people making excellent memes. I get the storylines from context from memes. Like,
yeah,
I've never even seen the anime, so I mean, I appreciate it. I will probably check out. I'm putting Naruto on my watch list.
Don't start with boy Naruto though. You got to watch Naruto Shippuden. Start from there. Who cares about when he was a kid? You'll figure that out along the way.
Okay. All right. This is what I needed to know. That's going on the list. But I do want to talk about Cloudblack before we run out of time for tonight's interview. I love what you're doing. We got to talk a little bit about the processes that you have in place. I was just kind of curious, like, what was the genesis? What, catalyzed? I love how you have a lot of different elements to it. It's streetwear. It's coming from a death metal, aesthetic. It has some of your humor, injected into it with the Forklift certified shirt, which I'm curious, can people buy that if they're not?
Yeah, no, that's how you can, partake in forklift life. Like, apparently it's a lifestyle now. Like, it's like support. Like when people get like, Hell's Angel shirts. You know what I mean? And they're definitely not in a biker gang, but they're like, yeah, hell yeah, them. It's same difference.
Okay. That's a relief, because I probably need to go pick one up myself now. But I just was wondering, between all those things, has this been a long boiling thing, or did it just happen one day? What got you to the point of Cloudblack?
This because it's been a whirlwind. All right, I was a freezer manager. I was a department manager for a gigantic Sub-Zero freezer. So I was wearing a snowsuit in the summertime. Okay, and I drove the forklift. And after a while, it became my whole life. It was my everything. I was running this business for peanuts. All right. And I remember standing in the freezer between the two aisles and being like, fuck this. This is bullshit. All right. And I said, I'm going to take my stuff and my ideas and I'm going to put everything on the line and I'm going to figure out loans and grants and blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to get my stuff started because I cannot live this way. And I remember coming home and I was like, hey, I'm starting a business. And she was like, okay, no problem. Good luck. Just, do, because like I'm a responsible adult, although I seem like not one.
The freezer saga has always proven your dedication. Like, I definitely understand where you're coming from there.
Yeah. And so I said, fuck it. And I said, I want to start a clothing line, but I don't want to be like other clothing lines where they steal ideas and, treat artists shitty. Like, my whole thing was trying to give back to the art community in a sense, like, or one hand washes the other kind of thing. Like, I have several other prints besides the one that I did 2 weeks ago with the guy from Indonesia. I have 2 more coming up from other artists that I seek out or find me, and, we discuss a deal, and, we work it out. And I make sure they're taken care of because I know a lot of people are like, here, $20, give me a logo. Draw me a scene from this movie, $30. And it's like, you don't treat people that way, so... It's like my way of giving back at the same time.
That's amazing. I mean, I love that it's a focus on the artist as, a company, as a brand, as an outlet, really.
I can't do that shit. It's a skill. It's a talent.
It's a beautiful symbiosis, though, because I feel like it's come back. I mean, just to see all the people, the artists, the creators, the funny people, the musicians, everybody out there. I remember when Cloudblack came like on Facebook and I liked the page. I was like, okay. And then within just a couple months, I just could not the pictures were everywhere. I could not. Turn without seeing somebody posting.
It was and then the shoes happened, and the shoe thing was kind of a big deal because it was like I filled out an application like on my lunch break, like eating like a chicken sandwich, like, and I was like. And I was like, I'm going to do this. And so I applied and they were like, yeah, okay. And I was like, and so like, I made the shoes like, over a course of a week and I sent it and they were like, this is fucking great. Staff pick, blah, blah, blah. And it was the thing that was able to set it aside from like your average t-shirt brand is that you have a successful like shoe that is like permanent that you can go somewhere and like buy was the thing that, was able to establish it a little deeper than Jordan's making fucking t-shirts,
Well, I think it all connects. It all creates just this amazing experience. I mean, I love that you're getting the shoes from Italy, which is interesting. We have a lot of different opinions about the Italians around here.
You should see my emails to this Italian man. It's our relationship is a funny one.
Well, look, I'm going to change. I've got Cloudblack on the screen, but I'm going to change this real quick so it says, where'd it go? Here it is. We want to put your actual URL on there because it has the V, right? It's
it has the V, CK, yeah.
Everybody go check out Cloudblack because this is amazing what's happening, and it's so new, and it's taken really all of us by storm. I mean, we love to see it. Go pick up something. They got all kinds of packages. They got amazing individual items. Like I said, I got my joggers on that
I just restocked those today, actually. The logo's a little bigger on the new ones.
They will protect your imprint, too, because you got the thickness.
It has the fleece. Got the black. It's the winter fleece.
Yeah, you will not, trust me, you will not have these wandering eyes from these, people looking for the imprint. You're protected with Cloudblack.
I'm protecting our best interests.
Well, Jordan, I want to say happy birthday to you. Coming up real soon. I hope you enjoy yourself, but thank you most of all for just taking some time to be on the show here. This has been a blast.
Thank you for having me. This was a great time. I can't.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Well, we would love to have you back in the future if Chill Neil can keep going. Otherwise, y'all stick around because tonight's show is going to keep going after a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Thank you again, Jordan.
Take it easy. Thanks for having me.
Are you searching for answers to life's toughest questions? Well, look no further. The answers you have been seeking are just a phone call away. Don't waste your time. Pick up the phone and call today. Mr. Mussey's Psychic and Medium Hotline is your one-stop call for everything from love, lotto, and lust. We have you covered. We can even contact your friends and family who have since moved on. Get in contact with your loved ones on the other side right now. Want to find out your future? Call us now. We already know you will. Mr. Mussey's Psychic and Medium Hotline is your direct call to your future. Stop wondering and get the answers you're seeking today. Want to know who is admiring you? Questions about your love life? Where your financial future is headed? Who blew up the work bathroom with that hot Duke? We already know. It was Becky. She had a bean burrito for lunch. Find out all of this and so much more. Call now, 720-893-0166. Mr. Mussey's Psychic and Medium Hotline. Get in on that steamy hot Mussey right now.
Mr. Mussey is not responsible or liable for any stakes or claims and predictions made about you or your future. Please contact a mental health physician if you are having trouble with depression, anxiety, or experiencing bouts of mania. Call rates may apply. $69 a minute.
The Michelson Cheese Shave Club, where my wife shaves you with cheese.
Ooh, yeah.
Please, let my wife shave you. This is my family's only income. Every day I wake up and wonder how I can feed my children.
Oh, yeah.
Join the Michelson Cheese Shave Club today.
Bop, 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 bop. Welcome back, everybody. We are very excited to welcome our next guest, John Merrifield. Welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fantastic. How are you?
I'm feeling great. We've had a great show so far. A lot of events. Jordan was just on before you, and he was a forklift for a little while. That was crazy.
Yeah, I heard.
I mean, we've been having a great time tonight. And before we get too deep into the interview, I have something that's very important I need to ask you. I've had to ask this question before on the show, which, should kind of let you know that I don't need to ask it again. But I think this one really applies to you. Are you the CEO of Antifa?
Yeah. I mean, no, kind of. I'm the mayor president.
Okay, do you happen to have any connections with HR for Antifa? Because I've been waiting for my Soros bucks to come through.
See, the way our HR is set up right now, it's kind of this whole thing where you just really don't want to even get into it. I'm not even going to try to get into it because I just don't even want to get into it.
That's
HR is a mess. HR is a mess, Neil. It's a mess.
The HR of Antifa, that makes sense to me. It would be a mess. I mean, the accountants, everybody, they just playing by different rules. Nobody knows what the paychecks are even supposed to come out on. So that's fair. We'll
for starters, it's called the Human Resources Department, but it's run by a goddamn lizard, Neil. A lizard. And that's not conducive to our goals.
Shout out to the chat. Somebody said POTUS, which was funny to me because, yes, I'm also waiting on my regular American dollars. Joseph Biden, you owe me.
I don't see you right now. I don't know what I did, but I fucked something up. I'm glad that it's not fucking shit up on your end because I just hit the thing and I only see me very tiny on the top right of the screen.
Well, yeah, we're all good. Let's fix that real quick. I'm gonna flipping your camera around. I'm gonna share my screen to you again because we got some stuff prepared. You're gonna need to see the screen. Hopefully that'll work for you. I liked
the way that it was this for a second. It was like the body of a mannequin and the head of some wires and dust.
Yeah, that's the best thing about this set. It's very high tech. We can do a lot of different things that you can't do on typical late night television.
Should I stop pressing things and let you fix it, or do I still need to fix it?
I have no idea.
Okay,
you
I'm
look
back.
great
I'm
on
back.
this end.
I'm back. We're good.
All right.
Pretend I never said anything.
This is going to be an interesting night because we have something very big planned that's going to take some technical we're gonna be jumping through some loops, so stay with us because it's gonna be good. But before that, I have some very good questions for you. Mainly, I want to know you're a Cajun in New York City. Is that correct?
Yes, I am. That is correct.
So can you get good Cajun food, Louisiana cooking in New York City? I mean, it's probably a dumb question, but I want to know from somebody who lives there.
I have had I've had a couple Cajun food experiences since I've moved here, but I've only had one good one. And I guess the funny answer would be, fuck no, I'll cook for you if you come up here. But there's a place in Crown Heights, Prospect Heights area called Catfish. And they have the best shrimp and grits I've ever had in my goddamn life.
That's saying a lot. That's something, all right.
I don't know if they're still open, though. This was pre-pandemic.
Ah, fuck. Well, hey, a moment in time. You could have had the best shrimp and grits that John's ever had in New York City, which is, I think, that's very interesting.
And you still may be able to.
You might still be able to. So next time, I'm going to send a shout out to my homie Shu Rodelli. He just got back from New York and he made a music video about it. I wanted him to hit that restaurant up. So if I could go back in time, Shu, you can make this happen.
Yeah, you forgot to know about it before.
He didn't know yet. He should have known. He should have talked to you, John.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to ask you, because this seems to be the only thing I can always go back to every guest, is I got to know y'all somehow because your meme went somewhere and it was popular enough that I started stalking y'all and tried to become friends, and here we are. So how did you get into making memes? Like, was it through the the useless, unpopular? Is that why Cajun memes has the 3 U's in it, or what? How did you find your way into meme making?
I guess can you still hear me? Sorry.
Yeah, you're still in here.
I had some crackling in my end. It started like I was working at this gold exchange, and like my job was just my job was to offer people money for their gold, as little as possible. And between that, I was just sitting at a computer, and so it just like eventually, if you get bored enough, you'll start making memes.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I did start with the useless, unsuccessful, and/or unpopular meme universe, which I had no idea at the time, but was founded by someone from the same exact city as me. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, and he's also a New York transplant.
Okay.
I've seen memes that like happen before my face. These are memes that I made.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure if you were...
some.
Oh yeah,
that's actually
sure if
just
you were gonna pull like random memes from the group that other people made, or if you were gonna pull memes from that I made. So I'm glad you're going with the ones that I made.
I did my best. I mean, the internet is weird like that. You don't even always know.
That one, there's no way you even know what that meme means. Like, it's just ridiculous. Like, I know what it means, but.
Would you? No, I don't want you to explain. We're not doing that. But I do. I don't know. I get a vibe because I grew up in the South. I don't know. I'm not a native Louisianan. What do you call someone from Louisiana? What is the adjective for that?
You call them, if they're from North Louisiana, you call them a South Arkansan. And then if they're from South Louisiana, you call them a Cajun or a Creole.
Okay. Well, see, I grew up in Memphis, and Arkansas and Memphis have a very strong blend with, Mississippi. So I kind of understand. Spent a lot of time in Louisiana, so I kind of understand. But no, I don't know what that meant. But I did enjoy it.
Yeah, that's right. You admit it. You admit you didn't know.
Well, what makes so is that basically it? You could call yourself Cajun if you come from the south side of Louisiana, or what is the official definition?
Well, there's nobody like doing blood tests, but technically Cajuns are descendants of the people who settled in that region of Louisiana from Nova Scotia hundreds of years ago. I don't really know if it's hundreds or if it's like 150. I don't really know exactly. The timeline, I am not a Cajun scholar, but I would like to say that I'm a Cajun pop culture and reference aficionado. I just made that up.
That's authenticity, but I love that title. Yeah, that was great to just pull that out on the spot. I think that
it came right out of my asshole. I'm glad that you liked it.
That's what we want to see here on Late Night with Chill. Neil, is the statement straight from the booty hole.
Straight from the booty hole.
We had a friend. We had your homie Kim Bertrand on the show a couple weeks ago. She was saying a lot of stuff. We were talking about y'all's experiences together, and I was asking about. I always like to ask about stand up. I like to get into the different the crossovers between memes and writing and blah blah blah. Anyway, my point is that I was really curious, how has it been for you this last year, having to shift to digital? Because Kim surprised me and she was like, I really like, doing Zoom comedy stand up and stuff like that, but that's so foreign to me. Like, how have you taken the last year of not being able to do shows?
It's really kind of frustrating because I actually quit doing stand up. I say quit. I didn't officially quit, but I hate doing stand-up. I love comedy. I love writing jokes, and I love performing my jokes, but I hate being on stage. So, like, it's really terrifying for me.
Okay.
And
I was going to ask you why, but that makes sense.
And so I created this game show that basically revolves around having other people read jokes written by comedians. And the way this works is, like, I have other comedians submit jokes and then I submit my own jokes, and they compete against me to have audience members read their jokes and get points based on how those jokes do as read by strangers, if that makes any sense. And so yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I understand. That's all.
Oh yeah. And so you better. And so the reason that this is related to your question is because I created this game show as a way for me to get around not being able to take the stage, because I quit drinking and then I quit doing comedy, like stand-up comedy. And so I wanted to be able to get my jokes out there to like a live audience, because right now they're just on Facebook and Twitter. And so I made a game show to basically showcase my jokes while also showcasing comedians that I think are funny, and then getting the audience involved. And I had 3 game shows that were live, and the most recent one happened Mardi Gras 2020, which was right before the pandemic hit, and then I haven't been able to do shit with it since, which is kind of one of the reasons I'm on here, is to tell you it's coming back. I think I did guns with my fingers, but I did air horn with my mouth, and I want a thing that does that for real.
I'll give you one of those just for good measure. Well, I mean, this sounds fascinating to me. I was very excited to hear that you're doing this live streaming event of the Oof Comedy Show. Do you think, since we're live streaming right now, maybe we could give it a try, maybe do a little a small version of it, a Tiny Desk Oof Comedy Show?
I think we have to.
Okay, all right, excellent. Well, here, let's go ahead and let's rearrange the set a little bit, and then we can bring on some people.
Oh, hey,
right
John.
now we got 2 of you.
Hello, John.
Do you have any preferences, or should I just pull randomly from our list of contestants in the audience here?
Oh, tell me who's coming up, and I'll send them a joke.
Okay, cool. Let's see if we can get Billiam Cleveland real quick, because his name is already on the screen conveniently. Let's see what happens. This is all new, y'all. We got double Johns, and then hopefully we'll have Billiam William here shortly.
A comedy show?
I think we have to.
Welcome to the show, Billiam Cleveland. It looks like it worked. How are you doing this evening?
I'm wonderful.
We've got a little audio echoing, so if you can try maybe turning down audio on your end just a little bit.
Yeah.
And then, Bill, thank you for being here with us this evening. We want to try out a version of, would you like to explain the show to Bill real quick, John, just so he knows?
All right. I'm not going to explain the show. I'll explain what the plan is right now. I'm going to message you a joke, and then you're going to read it to us. That's just basically, I don't have the ability to give you a card, which is what I would do in the show. The cards have the jokes printed on them. I can show you an example, just a quick one. But anyway, you've seen a card before. Anyway, so I'm going to message you the joke, and then you just read it. Does that sound good?
I love it. Let's do it.
All right. And boom. Hopefully my internet's working.
And I'm trying to get you back in here. Stand by with us, Bill. I mean, we can hear you, but we can only see John on both screens, that's amazing.
Well, might be an improvement. Who knows?
Okay, I see what's happening here. Did you receive your joke?
I have received.
Okay, good. Hold on. Before you read it, I've found out the problem. We're going to bring you back in here, Bill. I can hear something, though.
I just love being a guest and a guest at the same time.
There we go. Okay, so you've received your joke, Bill, and you are back with us.
I just lost my family to my gambling problem. I bet a guy $500 he couldn't kill my whole family. Ba-dum-bum.
That's a good joke.
Yes. I really enjoyed this setup. It's actually quite a different comedic, almost like a cathartic thing to see somebody else read your joke for you.
Yeah, I want to do it again. It's it's really weird, but I have so many of them, so like I can keep doing this and not have to worry about having any repeats in the show. Also, like the thing is with the show, it's going to be other people's jokes peppered in, so like very few of my jokes are actually going to make the final cut. This is my opportunity. This is my time to shine, Neil.
Well, Bill, thank you for joining us and
participating.
participating.
Let Bill do one more. Sorry.
Oh, Bill's got another one. Okay,
I got
my
one
bad.
more for him.
Oh, dude. All right, Kitty's going to read this one.
Oh, shit.
Earth has to be flat because that's the only way I know how to draw it. Even better.
I love it. I love it. I mean, did you ever have a cat performing your jokes before, John? Is this the first?
Only in my wildest of dreams.
Amazing. Well, Bill, you've been a great sport and a great contestant on the show. I think you did marvelously. Thank you for returning to the show. I was glad to see you.
Thank you for letting me be part of it. Mwah.
All right. Have a great night. Let's see. Maybe we can get somebody else in the show. Let's see. I'm going to try to bring up... there's a whole lot of stuff going on here. Let's try
I'm sorry
to bring
for
in...
putting this on you like that. That feels like I feel like I put a burden on you asking for all this.
No. Are you kidding me? I've been looking forward to this all week. So now we're gonna bring up our next contestant, Rachel Call. Resistance is tactile. Let's see if we can get her on the stand by with us. Hello there. We gotta just switch the feed real quick, but you have joined us, Rachel. How are you doing this evening?
I'm okay.
Okay. I can't wait for the audience to see. I love this outfit. You said you had something special prepared and you were not lying.
Yeah, I gotta bring the flavor as one of the few people on this show without a beard.
This is my debut with my beard. I'm not usually. This takes forever to grow, so this is the unofficial official debut.
You're the
yeah,
only
I grew
one
this
that's ever
today,
had
so I feel pretty confident about it.
Wow,
I love it.
Impressive. How did you get the color and the growth all in one day? That would take me several nights, actually.
Well, it is human hair. It's not mine, but it is human hair. So like I was able to dye it to match. Like,
well, I appreciate
like shoes.
You've got the Chill Neil dress code. You're on point with it. You look.
Yeah.
Well, Rachel, we're gonna try out a small version of John's Oof comedy show. We want to have you read one of his jokes. Are you ready to give it a try?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Well, John's going to send you a couple jokes. We're going to do one.
Yeah, we'll start with one and I'll have another one. I don't want to send them at the same time.
Okay.
But it's sent. It's a poem.
All right. Roses are red. Violets are not. Casey Anthony is innocent and hot.
You know, that's so true.
I'm so glad I have these cards. These are perfectly placed for this occasion.
The original of that joke really involved a tag on Facebook because there was a page called Casey Anthony is Innocent and Hot, which I thought was hilarious, and I decided that it inspired poetry in me.
So wrong. I love it. I love it. This is exactly the kind of jokes unsuspecting contestants need to be receiving. Can you do it again, John? Do you have another one?
Can we another poem, please?
Okay,
Rachel, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I'm ready. Okay. Here I sit, broken-hearted. I came to shit. This is not my apartment.
Don't you just hate when that happens? Oh man.
That was a perfect Chill Neil. I mean, we need to get you on the writing staff with something like that. I mean, that's just exactly what we need. That's very, very, very
Thank
dark.
Thank you so much, Rachel.
Very dark.
Thank you.
I'm imagining it's only going to get darker. So, Rachel, you will not get the darkest jokes yet, I hope. But thank you. Thank you for joining us on the show. Have a great evening. We really appreciate you being a good sport and a good contestant.
Okay, bye.
Have a great night. All right, so it looks like we have one more contestant. Do you have a couple more jokes for us so we could bring one more?
I do, but you're not getting off the hook that easy. You're also gonna read one, and so am I.
Okay. At this time, or do
but
you
yes,
wanna...
let's get our next contestant up here.
Okay.
because there's a big old prize at the end of this. We want to make sure everybody has a chance.
Okay, this is gonna be a moment we've never had on the show before. But let's see if we can get our homie. I think he goes by Bad Boy here at this point. Let's see if we can get him on to the show. We got yes, here we go. Bad Boy, let me get your video onto the show. How are you doing this evening, Bad Boy?
Doing great. Feeling bad.
What's going wrong?
No, just like my attitude. Health wise, I'm doing pretty good. I've been eating a lot of cheese though.
Okay. All right. That's on theme for you. That's within your character, so I love to see it. Well, we're gonna try out a game. We're gonna be playing John's comedy show with you. Oof Comedy. He's gonna send you a couple of jokes one at a time. I want you to just take them in and do your best to deliver them. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right, send it.
Do you ever just go piss in your backyard because you can't find any more piss jugs in your front yard?
It says it's supposed to say you can't fit anymore. Because you can't fit any more piss jugs in your front yard.
Oh wait.
You want to start over? Let's do that again. Pretend it didn't happen.
I'm also bad at doing things. Do you ever just go piss in your backyard because you can't fit any more piss jugs in your front yard?
Yeah, I know that is. I feel the same way.
Perfection.
Hey, let's do another one.
Bear with me for just a moment. We've got the videos all over the place. Let's shrink you back down, John. You're bigger than life here. There we go. All right.
Sorry, I got excited.
Let me finish my beer real quick, too.
The whole thing?
These jokes are not all supposed to be good, by the way. Like, some of them are bad. I'm not going to tell you which ones I acknowledge are bad, but some of them are not great.
Okay.
If you think I don't enjoy bad jokes, I've got another thing coming for you. I mean, just got to say.
A lot of people don't know that pee is actually stored in the jugs I keep in my front yard.
Wow.
That's so true.
I love the callback.
So yeah.
But also, that's groundbreaking. Shout outs to Everett Byram. He's going to be very surprised to hear this is groundbreaking science, because we always thought it was stored in the balls.
In the balls.
But
yeah,
no.
I know Everett likes to be he's a pee baller, as I call it. I'm a pee jugger.
It makes sense.
There's like flat earthers and round earthers. I'm a pee jugger. He's a pee baller. Let's just clear that up.
Well, hey, I'm glad to know there's at least another opposing faction. Well, Bad Boy, thank you for being on the show. It's been a pleasure to have you. And thanks for all the audience members bearing with us through the video changing. We did okay. I mean, we had some funny moments. I'm looking forward to seeing what that looks like. All right, Bad Boy, have a great night, okay? Take care of yourself. Don't eat too much cheese sticks or anything.
No promises, Neil.
All right, John. That was, I hope your show is more technically tuned in than our show. But, I mean, the vision is alive. I think it works. I think it's good.
Well, I have someone who is smarter than me doing all of the technical stuff. I'm just doing the comedy stuff.
Even just having someone else at all, period, is a great step up from
yeah,
what we're
it's
doing.
going to be difficult, though, because we're like in different locations, and every single person on the show is going to be in a different room. So it's going to be crazy.
It can be done. I believe in you. So did you want to have me read one, or were you going to read one? Are we going to keep this going for a little bit?
Where would it be best? Would you be able, if I send it to you on Facebook, would you be able to access it right now?
Yep, I got it. I got it open. As soon as you told me you were going to send me a joke, I got ready.
All right. That's so cool. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go. Sorry, I just wasn't ready myself.
I did get one part of this efficiently done. Not the video part, but the messaging part.
I do appreciate that. I appreciate everything you've put into making this happen. All right, here we go. Boom. This one's for you.
All right, let's see what we got here. Hopefully I don't mess it up. Oh, wow. Okay. I don't hit women, even if they attack first, because then they'll know I'm weak.
That's so true.
Yeah, you do want to, you want to establish that sigma male, hierarchy. So that makes sense, I think.
Yeah.
Did you want me to do more than one?
I have one more for you.
I think you should. Yeah.
I just kind of rewrote this joke, so we'll see.
On the fly?
Like minutes before I came on the show.
Amazing.
Well, I was like going back and just looking for good ones ones that I like. Anyway, just these are jokes that I just wanted to see you specifically. There you go. Just whatever.
Okay. There have been many shotgun weddings, but I can't believe Kurt and Courtney actually pulled off a shotgun divorce.
Wow, that's so cool that they did that.
Bop, 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 bop. John, thank you for letting me be a contestant on your tiny version of Oof Comedy. Were you going to do a couple
Do we have
on
time?
your own? Oh, yeah. You have to now. We have to.
All right, here there are going to be a couple impressions. These are
okay.
All right.
Okay.
This is my impression of the Michelin Man doing comedy. All right.
Okay.
I just flew in from Chicago, and boy, are my arms tires.
Where's my bop, 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 bop. Amazing.
You need an air horn.
We do. We need a soundboard. We've never had the air horn or any effects. That would have been perfect.
All right, I'll do one more
the joke crafting is amazing here, John. Let's see one more.
It's another impression. Here's my impression. Oh, God. Here's my impression of someone who is about to order an old-fashioned. Call me old-fashioned, but I like my booze the old-fashioned way. Old and fashioned. Oh, man, we have a good time here on Late Night with Chill Neil, don't we?
You are bringing the comedy up to new levels. It's not really happening. The show is not very funny. So, I mean, this was perfect.
That's right. It's not very funny, but I do my best.
I loved it. I really appreciate you taking the time to do this with us. It was actually extremely exciting to attempt to duplicate it. If people want to see the real deal, can you let them know when and where it's going to happen?
Yeah, it's going to happen on theinternet.com Friday, March 19th. And it is going to be posted somewhere, so follow me on social media.
If you are not already following John, I don't know why, but there is his handle right there on all social media platforms. Go follow him. I just did yesterday. I was like, damn, I don't follow John on half these sites. So I did that, and I hope y'all will follow suit. But I know John on Facebook, and that is a great place to follow John as well. You probably have too many friends, though, don't you? You're like,
anybody can still follow me, even if you. Oh, actually, I deleted a whole bunch because if you go back into your friends list, you'll find a bunch of people with no profile pictures who, like, maybe they either don't exist or they just deactivated for a bit. But I said, fuck them all. I need to make room for more fans.
Opportunities, y'all. You heard it here first on Late Night with Chill Neil. Go friend John while you still can before his friend list is maxed out. Well, John, for real, thank you for coming on. This was a blast. I love doing this with you.
I had a great time. Thanks so much.
Everybody else, stick around. We have a special musical performance. Actually, you know what? Stay with us for just a second, John. I wanted to make sure I plug next week. We got Marcus Gant from Sign O the Times podcast, as well as Jeff Wolf from the call center. Very excited about the show. Another stack show is going to be amazing. But once again, John, thank you so much. Everybody stay tuned. We got a musical performance coming up next from the homie Chill Neil and Tapeworm. We'll be right back.
Always flam boil. That's right, we flam boil them all day, every day. Kurger bait, unless you're an idiot.
Come on down to Weed Lake. The water's nice.
This commercial is officially endorsed by the Tourism Council for Weed Lake.
All right, what a night, y'all. This has been a crazy and enjoyable, very different night on Late Night with Chill Neil. I loved it. I want to send out a special thank you to all of our guests, Jordan, Joe Starr, John Merrifield, all the contestants of the show, Bill Cleveland, Rachel Call, Bad Boy, a.k.a. Zach Zent, thank y'all for trying this out with us. I love what John is doing with Ooh Comedy, so I hope that not only will you go and follow him and get tickets to that show, but go pick up some Cloudblack material from their website. But before we go for tonight, we have something very nice prepared for you. This is a special musical performance from a very special guest. That's right, Chill Neal and Tapeworm. Let's listen.
Let's play. Honey ham, honey, honey, honey ham. Eating honey ham for days. Honey ham, honey, honey, honey ham. 438, let's play. Honey ham, honey, honey, honey ham. Trying to get a different kind of bait. Honey ham, honey, honey, honey ham. My homie Tapeworm came through, so you know we gotta make a jam. Gotta mark my place in my book, so I hit it with a slice of ham. 438, let's glaze it. Get the honey ham out, let's bake it. Got the back leg of this pig so fat, never put something in the oven so fast like that.
But special thanks to Berto Onions, aka Tapeworm, for coming to do a musical performance. This has been an amazing night. It's just been really just lined up across the board. I love y'all. It's such a privilege to do this. I hope y'all had a great time with us. We're gonna have a special if you stick around after the credits, we got a special remix of Chopping Up the Goodness from Skeleton Kids, so y'all make sure to stick around for that. I love you very much. That's our show for tonight.
better once we rascals fall through. Cause we chopping up the goodness in every capacity. Sharing knowledge that'll make life say damn the audacity. Eating right, shake it up, shut down the fascists. See that armband, it's on side like glasses. But that's a carpet for the horse, help begins within. First you gotta be right, you need to feel a man.
Damn, you know the word, cat boy, they can't tell a lie. Go ahead, fill up your belly, then we take to the skies. Got a gun to form up, from our powers we combine. From the homies all the love, so we make sure to survive. You know I got y'all homies, 2021, we got the good nights.
Chop it all the way down to the goodness.
Goodness.
Go ahead, let me see you chopping up the goodness. Go ahead, chop it down to the goodness. Don't stop now, keep chopping up the goodness.
Yeah, you know I keep one of every color on my plate. People out here eating me, then they out here trying to hate. Homie, feel the thrill, come through, got me eating clean. Always trying to keep the primo sandwiches up on the scene.